I made 12 this morning, and we're gonna make 35 right now.
Back at the Bellingham shop. We were just here literally, I think, exactly a week ago today.
We're back.
We're back. Gonna film on these sticks.
Everyone back?
Yeah, everyone's back. So if you can pull the wire across.
Okay. Straight for the
Yep.
home service.
It is Tuesday, October 21st. But most importantly, it is leg day. Every few months, I go through phases where I'm gonna lock in even more than I have before on strength training. Throughout my life, I've picked up hobbies or things that I would be interested in for very short periods of time before I would get either tired of it or I feel like I would have accomplished it and then I just move on to other things. But strength training is the one thing, the one constant in my interests that have stuck. Ever since I started doing it, there's not been a day that's gone by that I have not thought about it or that I have not done it. I've tried Pilates for a short time, which I actually really enjoyed it. I would definitely do that again sometime. I dabble in running here and there, but there's just nothing that compares to strength training. It's more of a visual goal that you see, you can see your body changing and growing, and so that might be what's the most appealing part to me, is that I can see the progress and it's not just a feeling, The growth is so close to home because it is your body that you're in control of. It's all up to you. So if you go really light on the weight, don't really work out very often, you're not going to see very much results. But the harder you push yourself, the more results you see, and I feel that is such a hit of dopamine. I don't know. For me, every time I leave the gym, I just feel so much better and that I actually accomplished something and that I know that I'm working towards a goal. I've been strength training for the past, when did I start? I think it was 2021. 2022. I've been strength training for about 3.5 years now. And I've learned so much. It teaches you so much, not only about your body, but about just yourself as a person. And that is where you can really test your own discipline. It's a little bit awkward talking like this because I pulled into a parking spot and the windows are right in front of me. And the treadmills are facing the window and there's this guy on the treadmill. And I was like, well, if I pull out of this parking spot and park somewhere else, it's going to be really obvious that I didn't want to be in front of him. But I'm just going to have to record here anyway. So now he's probably watching me talk. Whenever I first started, I had crazy gym anxiety, but I also just had social anxiety to begin with. I don't anymore. But back then, I was always constantly worried about what people would think, or am I doing this thing right, or whatever. And also the beauty of fitness is that you never learn enough. There is just so much to learn. What one person says works for them might not work for you, and so it's just a matter of unlocking the knowledge of what does work best for you. Aside from the gym, the nutrition part of it is still something I'm learning. I feel I never want to be too arrogant and say that I have the gym figured out, but that is the least of my worries. It's more so the nutrition side. I have experimented with so many different kinds of diets and lifestyles, eating lifestyles if you will. Keto, carnivore. I was plant-based for a while. Vegetarian, believe it or not. That was before I started strength training. Wouldn't recommend that if you strength train. But all these other things. And ever since I was younger, I was just always around that mindset. Diet this, diet that. And so I've definitely carried it on with me. At one point, I might not touch on it too much here, but at one point I struggled with disordered eating. Not an eating disorder, but diet and body image has always been a really big deal. I'm still, in full transparency, still not 100% where I want to be. Has it gotten better? It depends on the day. But it's just a matter of figuring it out. I have been working out religiously for about 3.5 years, but even before that, ever since I can remember, I would do workouts in my room and always second guess my dieting and eating or whatever. Ever since I was younger. Easily 11, 12 and up. So I feel the nutrition part is something that is taking me a lot longer to figure out. But it will also be the most rewarding thing to figure out. And there's so much I could say to that. I also think it does have to do a lot with social media consumption, which I need to work on. The media you consume inevitably is gonna basically just run your mindset. Comparison truly is a thief of joy because nutrition and fitness in general is something that is so individual to other people, so you cannot compare yourself to someone who's double your size, what they're eating, or even someone half your size and what they're eating. So anyways, that was a little unwarranted spiel that I just wanted to go on. That's what's been on the top of my mind recently, and honestly has been for a long time. I try not to talk about the diet side of things in depth and I don't even like to say this, but like my struggle or my journey with it, both of those terms are so cliche, and I'm just saying that for lack of a better term that's coming to mind right now, but it's still in a weird spot with that. Anyways, all that to say, it is leg day, and I'm so excited to go hit legs right now. I'm carved up, got my energy drink, let's go. Back from the gym, that was such a good workout. I feel like I'm still wobbling. Coming up the stairs to our apartment, I was like struggling. If I'm not sore after a workout, definitely didn't go hard enough. So for the past like month or so now, I have been way more intentional with my workouts as far as like planning ahead, actually having carbs before. I feel like that's how to keep it interesting, whether you switch up your actual workout routine itself or your nutrition or whatnot. It just makes things interesting and keeps you from kind of falling into a slump. So, and I feel like that's where I kind of was for a little bit. Switching up my diet looks like eating things like sweet potatoes, which I have not had in probably almost a year. I felt so good on carnivore, but it's pretty nice to have some variety back in my diet. For now, I'm just like prioritizing whole foods while tracking macros, which actually is something that I used to not really do. I used to only really care about calories and protein, whereas now I'm like taking into account I need to have a minimum amount of fat per day and carbs so I can have really good workouts. And that's actually made such a difference. Aside from calories, I feel like having the right kind of macros makes such a difference on how your physique ends up looking like, more than people realize, at least more than I realized like a year ago. So that's what I was saying earlier about how fitness and nutrition is something that's like, it's a never ending, you will never ever know enough about it. You can constantly be learning things, your body could be changing, or you're just different than other people. So anyways, it's like something you can never really get tired if you truly love it. A lot of people would ask me before, like, how do you work out like every single day? And it's like, if I didn't work out, I would actually go crazy. Like, I just love doing it. I was a personal trainer for about a year and a half. And then once I moved here, I kind of fell out of love with it. My ideal demographic, honestly, is like younger people who want to lose weight / gain muscle. I was training that demographic for about a year, and then whenever I moved here, changed gyms and everything, it just wasn't really the case. So I kind of fell out of love with it, but it was probably just me also, I don't know, being burnt out by something that I've done for a while. Anyways, that's like, I could go on and on and on and talk with people about strength training and everything like that for forever. There's like, it's a never ending topic for me. But I'm gonna roast some sweet potatoes. Gotta poke some holes in them so they don't bust open in my oven, you know. Don't want that kind of mess. I'm making tacos tonight for Mike, and to keep them like keto, I make cheese shells. Basically, I just like cook shredded cheese in a nonstick pan. I know it's not good for you. Don't come for me. And while it's still hot, I drape it over something to let it shape into a taco shell. They're actually really, really good. But first, we gotta bake these potatoes. You OGs will remember the whole cold plunge beanbag debacle. I don't know if I ever cleared up where we took the beanbag. Basically, Mike absolutely loves his cold plunge. He uses it almost every morning, so it's worth it. I'm so glad he likes it. We're talking about getting a Stairmaster in here. Don't tell the people we went from, because anyways, different story, different time. We'll see if we actually do it. Last night, Mike and I were talking about it, and we were like, what if instead of getting to their Christmas presents, we just get that? Because we would both use it so much, and it would be the best Christmas gift for both of us. So still thinking about that. That is pending. Basically, no one that I had asked wanted the beanbag, so I was like, I'm just gonna put it by the dumpster in our apartment complex. Well, you're not supposed to do that, and I kind of knew that, but I was like kind of, you know, whenever you play hide and seek as a kid and you close your eyes and you hope they don't see you if you don't see them, that's kind of the thing that was going on, you know? I was like, I'll put this here and act like it's not here, and then hopefully they'll be okay with that. They were not okay with it, and they called me and they were like, yo, you're gonna get a fine if we're gonna be the ones that had to take it to the dumpster. So I loaded it back up in my car and took it to the dumpster. I felt very wasteful. I hated doing that, but didn't have anything to do with it, couldn't find a use for it, and so now we have the cold plunge in here, and Mike is in love with it. Yes, I know, my face is super duper red. I just got microneedling done once again. I have 2 more left in the package that I have at my esthetician, and she actually decided to space them out 6 weeks now instead of 4 weeks because my skin has improved that much. So very exciting news. I'm so happy to be getting these over with. I'm gonna pop a picture up right here on the screen of what my skin looked like about this time last year and what it looks like now, and it'll even look better once it all heals and calms down. But I just cleaned the kitchen a little bit because I made a mess making this. Thai curry once again. Mike requested it this time. I made it with steak, thinly cut steak instead of chicken thighs. Both Mike and I are major foodies. No fun cooking for myself if I have no one else to enjoy it with. So I love cooking for him so much because he always has like the best reaction to it. Where are we going?
Canada.
We going to Canada. There's nobody here. Let's go. That was the first time I've ever seen nobody else at the border and no other lines. Let's go get a workout in.
The hiring. You want hired? The hiring.
Y'all having breakfast?
Vanna told me to talk about the live stream. So we're going to talk about the live stream. Buckle up, folks.
Okay, so yesterday I turned on 50 different ads on Facebook. We are doing 2 major CTAs, call to actions. One is actually just literally sending a DM. I want to test this out a bunch, mostly for Augusta. I'll put a bunch of budget behind it to kind of test the comparison against running to a landing page. So we built landing pages. We have a whole bunch ready for the live launch. We're testing the Facebook ads if someone just has send message, and then I have Dakota working full time to just answer people back when they DM me on Facebook and Instagram. So we're gonna see how that converts. We will see, actually, I'll pull it up right now, how many people have registered since we, I gotta get the Wi-Fi password. So since we started running the ads yesterday, there's about, let's see here, 25 people have signed up. So we're running the live stream through StreamYard. Oh, Vanna, am I done? Can we be done?
Just go and finish.
I just talking about Facebook ads. So we did that, and then yesterday I made like 12 different emails that are gonna go out leading up to the launch.
He's scheduling everything out. He's crushing it. He's putting so much work into it, and I'm such a proud wife.
And then now I need to make social media posts for leading up to the launch.
I don't know where we are exactly.
We are in British Columbia, Canada.
We're in Langley, BC. And it was nice to be able to surprise our nephews. They're adorable. I need to send the video in the chat, actually.
That's right. Okay, can I get back to work?
Go for it.
Okay, thank you.
Michael likes fire.
This is a dope place.
Haven Cafe or something like that. Kitchen and bar.
Thank you, Antonio, Katie, and Spencer. We get 29% off because we're in Canada and the exchange rate. But then once Visa is going to take their little 2% cut, it's probably like a 25%. So we get 25% off everything in Canada. But also the washrooms, that's what they're called here in Canada. Very cool. If the food is as good as their decor, this could be a contender, if you know what I'm saying.
So far this morning we went to the coolest Anytime Fitness here. Probably one of my top favorites. First time in a Canadian Anytime Fitness. Then we surprised our nephews this morning, and now
How are we doing?
good. No, you're all good. You're all good. No worries.
Sesame and black pepper crusted fried goat cheese.
Done.
That's like the longest thing I've ever seen.
And how are we for drinks? Do we stick them with water?
Just
Waters.
waters.
Sam?
I'll get the slow roasted lamb, please.
Done.
I will have the brick half chicken, please. Is there anything I can replace the herb gnocchi with? Any vegetable or?
We could do like no gnocchi and then do just some veg, like
Sure.
roasted veg.
I trust your judgment, whatever you pick.
I got you.
Awesome. And now we're at Haven Kitchen Bar.
A little side note, when you go to restaurants and they see that you're vlogging, they treat you nicer.
But this place is so cool. They have outdoor seating that's completely heated, apparently.
Yeah, if it's anything like the fire for the waiting room, I would like it very much.
Michael likes fire.
Yeah, that's why I married Banna.
Like, look at this plant. That is just huge. Is it real?
It's real.
It's huge. And like the chandelier situation.
Okay, this is our first dish, our starter. This is black pepper. We need it right. So we drive up here. We just sanctify the food to our bodies. This rest of the day, we love you in Jesus' name. Amen. Oh, Banna, and that's jelly.
Look at the inside.
Baby greens.
That's right.
Delicious. Got lamb, and I don't know what this is.
And I got a half chicken. Back to the fire.
Okay, so next to our place we just had lunch, listen to this. And see, there's steam coming out of there, and then it's actually like warmth, a little bit of warmth and steam. Ugh. There's no one here, so we're gonna go walk around a little bit and then come back and work here because this is so dope. There's no one here. Check this out. It's so cool.
We took a walk around the mall and we ended up not going back to that coffee shop. We're actually heading home. So that concludes our day in Canada for now. Now we're gonna go home and I'm gonna edit this vlog and Michael's gonna work. That's right?
Work.
That's right. Thanks for watching. Bye!